Welcome all to the Love Life Awards! That's right, we have the 2022 Love Life Awards where we give the best to the best that happened in this year, where the winners will give the very illustrious Emma Award. Of course, and an Emma will be given to the winner of each of these categories here. This year we've added 2 new categories, the best one in All-Stars for event sets, and we also got Best Seiyuu, which is voice actress. Of course, the winner will be giving this genuinely authentic, real Emma made with real spray painted gold, and they can take it home. So what happened in this year? There are a lot of things that happened this year. We had a lot of new songs. We had the second season of Nichikaku, which of course had a lot of new songs, the introduction of Nanju, Mia, and Shiriko, as well as subunit songs. And of course, yes, it had his song, which a lot of people loved a lot. We also got season 2 for Liella, which of course introduced a bunch of new girls as well. And yes, we also got Wien as a rival, who also performed in 2 songs as well. And don't forget, Aqua is still alive, and they even got a new PV with Miku. So there's a lot of new songs here, so of course we have to go and vote on the awards. So without further ado, we're going to start in this here. And of course, this is completely based on your guys' opinions and how you guys voted in the polls. So let's go ahead and jump into the first category. This is Best Subunit. To be eligible for the Best Subunit, you need to have something new, of substantial of new stuff in this year. So unfortunately, that does kick out Aqua's subunits. So we have Azuna, Diva, Rebirth, and Quartz. Those are all the only subunits who actually had new songs. We had some performances, but that was relatively insignificant. So without further ado, let's go and jump into 4th place. So congratulations to Rebirth for winning this category. Here are the full results, and we had Rebirth getting in 1st place. And I don't know if I want to say that's a surprise, especially because it's the first time we really got a lot of songs from them. We did have, of course, Monster Girls, but here we got a handful of few songs, and Rebirth seems to be really winning over a lot of fans. My personal favorite has been Look At Me Now so far, but I definitely look forward to what else they have in the future. Next up is the Best New Girl category, where we had the new first years for Liella as well as Vien and the girls from the school idol musical. So, which one won? Let's go and see. So congratulations to Mei, who gets 1st place overall, but it was just barely over Kinako. Of course, a lot of the girls from the school musical didn't really receive a lot of votes, and that's kind of understandable. There wasn't a whole lot there to vote on, but we did have a bunch of those girls go from Layla getting all in the top places, but Rian being right afterwards. So congratulations to Mei, and let's move on to the next category. The next category is focusing on the best group. Simply put, what group do you like the most? It doesn't have to be necessarily focusing on new content that came out. This is just to see what people like the most at this point. Of course, there are some groups that we didn't really include, like School Musical, since I didn't really know what that would be. But yeah, that's about it. So anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and figure out what was the best group. So, oddly enough, we actually had a tie for 1st place here, where we had a tie between Aqua and Nichikaku. Didn't expect them to get the exact amount of votes. But we also had Layla in 3rd place, but of course, Nichikaku had a 2nd season, new girls came in, but Aqua has still kind of been the favorite for quite some time. It's been the longest lasting group here. And of course, Layla has the 2nd season, and it's growing, and more people are becoming more fans of that. And there's kind of views in the distant 4th, where it's kind of have fallen off. But congratulations to both those groups. I guess they both get half an Emma. Anyways, moving on, we have next is the Best Animation Award. This one goes to the song that has the best animation paired with it. This is not including any games, so just the anime, movies, or PVs. So without further ado, let's go and see what got 3rd place. And so, the probably most clear winner, Utopia, ends up getting 1st place. I would not say that was a surprise. The animation on there is just really top notch, and it is really catching a lot of people's hearts. But past that, we do have Aqua main song here, Banzai Digital Trippers, the collaboration with Miku, also getting a good amount of votes. They definitely spent a lot of effort on that, and it looks pretty dang good. But there are a lot of well-animated songs in here that all did very well, and they all kind of got some good love. The next award goes to the Best Episode Award. We had 2 seasons of anime that came out, Nichigaku and Layella. But what episode was the best? Let's go ahead and figure out right now. So here are all the results for each episode. We had Season 2, Episode 9 for Superstar, and that was of course the episode where Sumine and Kuku had that fight, but eventually made up. We had the episode where Nanju got introduced, but the one that won of course was Season 2, Episode 13 for Nichigaku. And why was that? So of course that was the conclusion, but the main thing I gotta say that really carried that episode is it had a boatload of songs. It got the Love You My Friends album and animated a boatload of songs. Of course there's also feature paid on top of that, and we gotta see a little bit of what the OVA will lead into where Ayumu goes to London. So a lot of things happen, and frankly I just think it's hard to compete with so many songs being animated. So I gotta say, yeah, this is probably a good pick. Next up is the Best School Idol Festival All-Stars event set. This is just focusing primarily on the outfits themselves, not necessarily just the card art, but we're just going to see what people like the most. So in 3rd place, we had the Powerful Rock Girls, which had Kanata, Kaden, and Ellie. That's of course focusing on, you know, the rock elements. Each girl was shown with kind of a rocky outfit with instruments. The second one went to Winter Festival, which had a bunch of the girls being themed about winterish outfits, so there's a little lack of clothes for that. And of course, for the winner, we had the Cherry Blossom Girl of the Night, which I gotta say, it looks very, very good. So why did this one win? We don't necessarily know, but it's definitely been one of my favorites. If you look at the full results, we gotta see that people really did enjoy these outfits a lot. In fact, when you go and look in just the art or in the 3D forms, we get a really nice, elegant outfit, which all these girls look really nice, and even with the different variations for each girl. So I would probably say I would agree. This has been one of my favorites, and I actually used the Rico's outfit all the time in All Stars. And now one of my favorite awards is the Best New Song Award, and there are a boatload of songs that got released for this year, and each one is available for this award. So without further ado, let's listen to the top 5 songs of this year rated by you guys. So here are the full results for all of the songs, and there were 88 songs to go over, so I'm sure not everyone's going to be happy with the results. But of course, the clear winner is Utopia. That's the song that people have been raving about, and a lot of people really liked the song they had with Miku. And of course, on top of that, we also had the Meme Tantai Yohane, which I think it's a pretty great Yohane song, very fun to listen to, and Emotion, which I know people prefer Utopia, but Emotion has been a really great song that I enjoyed too. And on top of that, we also got Wien all the way in 7th place. So overall, we got a lot of good songs this year, and I'm really happy about that. Now we move on to the Best Seiyuu Award, which goes to the Best Voice Actress. It can be for whatever reason, it doesn't have to be strictly Love Live, just your favorite Seiyuu that happens to be from Love Live. So without further ado, let's go jump into the results. So congratulations to all of the seiyus, but of course the winner would be Tomoriru or Tomori Kutsunoki, who voices Setsuna Yuki, and she won by a good margin, but there's probably a good reason why. A lot of you are aware, but some of you might not be, is that Tomoriru, she will no longer be the role of Setsuna Yuki pretty soon in this year, and you know, this is her last chance to really shine as Setsuna Yuki before she retires from that role. She's not going to be done being a seiyu, she'll continue singing, but she will no longer be the Setsuna Yuki that we know. So it almost kind of feels fitting, and you know, a lot of people love her role so much, so it kind of makes sense why a lot of people vote for her. But past that, don't forget the Seiyuu for Kanon has done a fantastic job being Kanon, and a lot of people really like her, and people still very much like Yoshiko, and of course her Seiyuu who voices her. So congratulations to all of them. And for the last category, we got Best Girls, just the best girl in Love Live. Whoever you want, any reasonably main character will show up on this. And normally this is where I would have Setsuna show up, but it almost kind of feels weird the fact that, you know, she's retiring and all. So I guess this is where I announce it. I'm totally going to be the new voice actress for Setsuna, because that's definitely how it works. I am totally eligible, and I'm not making this up. I'm definitely the new Setsuna. So anyways, let's go on with the results for the best girl, starting with 3rd place. I won? Oh my goodness, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it a lot, but I didn't really see this coming. But, you know, big shout out to everybody here, and I really do appreciate it so much. Well, that's all that Setsuna Yuki had time for, and it was just quite a year for Love Live in general, but that is going to be most of what we're going to see from this version of Setsuna Yuki. We'll see, might see a little bit, but it's going to be relatively insignificant, and soon we'll be shifting to a new Setsuna. But, you know, she did a fantastic job, and I am really happy for what Tomoriru will be able to do. But of course, we did have Kano getting 2nd place. Let's not forget about her. She has done a fantastic job, and she's really dominating in Leela. And of course, in 3rd, we had Nanju, which, you know, who knew people would tend to like Nanju more after all the hate she kind of got initially. But of course, big shout out to all the people who participated in this poll, and as well as all the participants in this awards. You guys all did a fantastic job, and I really do appreciate all of you that came to watch this. This is just some stupid thing that I do every year, but I'm glad that there are a lot of people who seem to kind of enjoy this kind of stuff. And of course, I'll try to keep doing this every year, and we'll see how it goes. But the fact that Love Live keeps releasing a boatload of content makes it so this kind of thing doesn't get dry and very, very predictable. And you know, there's more content coming. We got the new VTuber project that still hasn't had an official name yet. I don't know if Squad Musical is going to get anything more based on what we've already seen. And on top of that, we are going to get another season of Leela with new girls. And we're also going to be getting the OVA for Nichigaku, and we have Nichion, which is currently going, but I find that not crazy significant in material. But they just keep going. And on top of that, we're going to get the Yohaname, is the way I like to call it, the Yoshiko anime that we're going to be getting. So there's plenty of stuff coming, and I'll look forward to what we get from this. It's kind of crazy how spread out Love Live has gone over these years. But anyways, I do appreciate you guys watching. I know it's not the most high quality thing out there, but I do really appreciate you guys watching this kind of stuff. Anyways, next up I will I want to do a recap of last year, 2022. So look forward to that coming out next, and then I'll get back to not stuff about last year. I've been kind of doing that for a while. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in another video soon.